Down in College, we're at the club with 8 power play goes. The ball for short-handed goal to win it.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Shades and Blades Hockey Show. Today we have another draft battle coming at you. So if you want to learn the rules about how the draft battle works, we'll put all that in the description, and a video is coming soon.
Sounds awesome. It looks like it's time to pull from the jar to see what our random stat multiplier is. Let's do it. How's it looking?
All right, so for this week, our random stat is plus minus.
Awesome.
And it's multiplied by 2. So that's tricky.
Yeah. How do we treat that?
Well, that's a situation where if your guy is minus, that's gonna really hurt you.
Yeah.
So you really have to pick plus players this week. That's an interesting multiplier. Okay. Yeah. So now what we're gonna do is we're each gonna select power play cards, and then we're going to select each other's anti-captain and our own stat captain for this week. So let's do that real quick. With the first selection of the draft, I'm going to pick a goaltender from the Colorado Avalanche, Philip Grubauer. And Philip Grubauer, the reason I picked Grubauer is he's had a crazy last 5 starts, and he's going up against Vegas at first for our game 1. But if he gets peppered with shots and stands on his head, that's going to be a good appearance for me and Philip Grubauer.
With the second pick in today's draft, I'm going to pick David Pastrnak of the Boston Bruins. The cool thing about them is they're playing Buffalo, the Devils twice. They end the week against Pittsburgh, so that should be competitive. But I think we got a good schedule.
That's a good pick. Pasternak's been filthy.
With the third pick in today's draft, I'm selecting Carter Verhaeghe from the Florida Panthers. He hasn't been scoring much, but I believe a couple games back he had what? Yeah, he had an assist. He gets assists, but he's mainly like a hits guy.
So with the fourth pick in our draft, I'm going to select, with my tier 1 pick, Mika Zibanejad from the New York Rangers. And I picked Mika Zibanejad because they have a Philly game tomorrow morning, and he's been scoring a lot against Philly is what I'm getting at. So he's got a game against Philly, and he's been hot as of recent, so I'm going Mika Zibanejad. So with the 5th pick in our draft, I'm going to go ahead and select, I'm going to put him at right defense, and that would be tier 2 Darnell Nurse.
Ooh.
I went Darnell Nurse. He's been scoring a lot. He has a high plus minus. I just felt like he was the right pick for this week.
Nice. He is the right pick for this week. Because I was going to select him.
Were you really?
No, I'm not. Clearly. But with the 6th pick in today's draft, I'm picking a tier 2 goalie, and his name is Igor Shesterkin. Pretty much the same reason that I picked Pastrnak. I think they're going to have a great slate of games, and he's going to play well. And wins matter for goalies.
Yeah,
wins matter.
That's the Rangers goalie, and they're going up against Philly.
Mm-hmm.
Almost the exact reason I picked Zibanejad. So that might be a win in your pocket right there, right off the bat. So
with the 7th pick in today's draft, I'm selecting.
Before you select, I want to play a card. So your selection will come from the East Division.
Okay. The East, that changes a couple things.
Surprise, surprise.
Yeah, surprise.
You want to pick from Buffalo?
That's the worst part. There's no tier 3 defenseman. Now my selection is coming from the East. Good play. I will be selecting from tier 4, New York Rangers, Condre Miller. Now, I could tell you all these cool reasons why I picked him, but there's really only one. There are no tier 3 Eastern defensemen. Thanks a lot, brother. Thanks a lot.
So with the 8th pick in our draft, I'm
Bite your tongue, senor.
not going to pick anybody.
Yes, you will pick somebody, but you'll be picking it from the West.
the West.
Yes. Hopefully that changes something.
It doesn't.
Oh, great.
My
There you go.
pick was and still is
From the West.
from the West, Vegas Golden Knights defenseman Shea Theodore. That is a tier 3 selection.
Sweet.
And this goes against I'm a Kings fan, and Vegas is going up against LA this week a couple times. And I just feel like it's the right
Yeah.
pick here. Shea Theodore's been doing well. He's doing well in plus minus. Last game against St. Louis, he kind of had a blip in the radar. He got a -3, but I think he has it in him to be more consistent. I think that may be one of the only times that he'll be that far in the minus. So I think Shea Theodore's a good Cats guy. I think he's going to throw hits. He's on the power play, shoot a couple shots. But yeah, Shea Theodore's the pick. I'm putting him on left.
Sweet.
So for the next pick, I'm going to go ahead and select from the New York Rangers, tier 4, right winger, Capo Caco.
Nice.
But yeah, so Capo Caco, kind of in the same vein. We've been going off a lot of Rangers this week. You got Shesterkin, you got Keandre Miller. I went ahead and got Zibanejad. So Capo Caco recently.
You got Keandre Miller.
Yeah, I picked
For me.
Keandre Miller for you. But Capo Caco, correct me if I'm wrong, but a friend of mine recently just told me that he jumped up on the power play. So Capo Caco's a guy with a lot of skill. He hasn't had the greatest of starts to his career, but he's shown that he's picked it up a couple notches. So I'm excited to see what Capo Caco can do on the power play for me, and hopefully I get a little bit of a steal here in the tier 4.
With the 10th pick in today's draft, I'm picking my left wing from tier 3, and it's Andre Burakovsky.
Yeah, Burakovsky.
Andre Burakovsky. And they have a interesting schedule coming up. They're playing the Golden Knights. They're playing the Anaheim Ducks. They're playing Arizona, and then they're ending the week with St. Louis. So St. Louis is kind of a wild card, but those middle two, they might get a little momentum and come in. He hasn't been like off the charts in his last 5 games. I wish I knew if he was on a power play, but he's doing pretty good this year overall statistically and the way we score. So hoping for a big slew of games. With the 11th pick and my final pick in today's draft, I'm going to be picking my, I believe, right defender. And I'm going to go with Tyson Barrie again. I think he's a steal down in tier 3. And I think it's more due to the fact that he's only playing 3 games this week. But I think if he scores well enough, makes tier 3 look a little good.
If you're on the power play with Connor McDavid,
Yep. You got chances.
there are chances. Yep. Opportunities to score.
Yeah.
All right.
So you got one more.
That's my final pick and my final selection. I'm surprised to see him under left wing. So with the 12th and final pick of the entire draft, I'm going to go left wing. He's a left wing. Pierre-Luc Dubois from the Winnipeg Jets. About 4 weeks ago, I would have said the centerman from the Columbus Blue Jackets, but here we are. So they've been playing him on the left, and he had a rough start in Winnipeg, not going to lie, but in the past 5 games, he's really picked it up. I think I want to see more of that. I want to see what Pierre-Luc Dubois can bring to the table for this week, so that's my pick.
So you pick first. I'll go first on revealing my multiplier, my stat cap.
Okay.
I placed my stat captain plus minus multiplier on my center, who is Verhaeghe. Yeah. And
I'm sorry. Your anti-captain is also Verhaeghe.
there you go.
I just couldn't stop laughing.
Let's hear your plus minus first, or your stat cap.
So my stat captain, let's see. I was aiming for what's his face? I was aiming for Nurse on it. So what do you got for me?
I nerfed your right wing.
Right wing.
Yeah. So I didn't hit your multiplier, but who's your right wing?
Capo Caco.
Yeah, Capo Caco.
You hit Capo. That's my tier 4.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of upside with that tier 4.
Not a great guessing game week for me. I didn't read your mind. You read mine.
I just thought what I would do. So those were our picks. Let us know in the comments below if you would have picked the same players, different players, and comment who you think's going to win. Is Ron going to win? Am I going to win?
Hopefully I win.
Let us know what you think, and we'll see you next time.
Yeah, see ya.
Down and